Hey, yo, what to do, Nine Empire TTC YouTube? It's your boy Thizzle. Man, that was an ugly game, but in a way, I'm not surprised, going against the Bengals. I thought it was going to be a hard-fought game. Thought maybe it'd be a little more points scored in this game, but hey, it is what it is. Niners come out with a much-needed victory, 13-8 over the Bengals. Go on to Philadelphia next. Matter of fact, next 3 games for the 49ers leading up to their bye week is going to be key for them. We got a loaded Philadelphia Eagles team. You got a talented Tampa Bay Buccaneers team that's going to come into the stick. And before the bye week, you got a very resurgent Detroit Lions team. So this was a game against the Bengals that the 49ers really needed to win, and we got it. Ugly, yes, but the one cool thing that I think about it is that, if the Niners learn to win these type of games on a constant basis, that all it's going to do is just make this team stronger. So, ugly, yes, but hey, a win is a win. I'll take it. Now, on to the game. Some things I didn't like. I really don't know what's up with Frank Gore. He can't find no holes. I don't know if he's, like I said last week, I don't know if he's lost a step, or if it's the offensive line, or if it's both, but he's really had a hard time getting it going. He was only able to find daylight maybe once or twice. Had a very costly fumble, I believe it was the 4th quarter, deep in our own territory, that gave the Bengals a chance, to take the lead, which they did, but, the defense, and I'll get to the defense in a second, was able to, hold them to a field goal. But, Frank Gore, he's really had a tough time getting it going, and I was just glad that Harbaugh switched it up and put Kendall Hunter in there. I know Frank Gore is the focal point of the offense, but if it's not working, which it hasn't been so far this season, hey, switch it up. He put Kendall Hunter in there, and, Kendall Hunter had a few good runs, including a touchdown run that put the Niners in the lead for good. What else I didn't like? Too many fucking penalties. There was like 4 or 5 false start calls, a couple holding calls, and the penalty near the end where we was up by 7 and having too many men in the huddle. I really didn't understand that penalty right there, because we got the game in hand. Why are you doing stupid shit like that? I mean, that shit is unnecessary. So, Niners, we're going to have to definitely work on playing more disciplined football. The offensive line had another bad game. They gave up 5 sacks to Alex Smith. And some of that was on the O-line, and a couple of those maybe I'll put on Alex Smith, as there was a couple of times where he just held onto the ball too long, and to where even when the offensive line was giving him time, there was a couple of times where Smith was holding on to the ball too long. But other than that, good things. Alex Smith, nothing sexy, but he did have another solid game. Very efficient, threw for 20 of 30, threw for over 200 yards. Vernon Davis had a great game. He went to Harbaugh after the Cowboy game, voiced his pleasure about how we need to get everybody more involved in the offense. So Harbaugh took that into credit. Vernon Davis got in the game, great game, 8 catches, 118 yards. So good job for Vernon Davis for stepping up. Kendall Hunter stepped in for Frank Gore when it wasn't working for Gore. Had a nice touchdown run. Defensively, great job. Cedric Benson didn't really do too much. I mean, he had a few good gains, but the run defense, pretty much held its own. I thought the secondary did a really good job this week of shutting down the Bengals. They had one, maybe a couple drives to where Dalton was completing a pass, but one of the keys I thought for the 49ers to win this game was I thought our front defensive line had to constantly get in Andy Dalton's face, and I think they did. They got 1 or 2 sacks, and they kept hitting him in the mouth, and he ended up making a couple key mistakes. Interception to Carlos Rogers, yes, Carlos Rogers caught an interception, didn't knock it away. He caught the interception, and then of course Reggie Smith with the with the game-sealing interception at the end. So overall, yes, this was an ugly game, but like I said, this is a game that the Niners needed to win, and winning an ugly game like this is only going to make this team stronger. So we're 2-1 right now. We're in great shape. I'm not going to come back home. We're going to stay in Youngstown for a little bit before they move up to Philly. So we save like the frequent flyer miles or whatever. It's going to be a tough one against Philly. I know they're going to be pissed off after, I guess they lost to the Giants today. Michael Vick broke his right arm, so I don't know what his status is going to be. He throws left-handed, so I don't know what Vick's status is going to be for next week. But that's something we can all get in, for the rest of the week. But for now, ugly game, ugly win for the 49ers. But you know what? We're 2-1. I'll take it. So yeah, that's it for me right now. I won't keep you guys too long. So good game, Niners. Well, not really the best game or whatever, but we did enough to win. We did enough to win, and there's still some stuff we need to iron out, but slowly but surely we're getting there. I can see it, and I know some of Alex Smith's haters don't want to hear this, but at least so far he's doing a good job of being efficient, and I think, in my opinion, Jim Harbaugh got Alex Smith going in the right direction. So that's a good thing. All right, y'all. Niner Empire, we did it. We're 2-1. On to the Eagles. I'll get with y'all next time. Late.